Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully this time, it doesn't crash. The possibility of it crashing could be, well, the problem could be due to MB super speed and not RTS camera. Because last time I remember, RTS camera has already been updated. So, it's probably due to that. So, it's probably the MB super speed or RTS camera. But just in case, I should set it to 30 seconds. There we go. Is that a dwarf? Why does that dwarf seem a bit too big? Regardless, it's time to play as warriors. I almost forgot about the old realms, that he has the tendency to crash when it comes to mods that are not, supported. I don't know if RTS camera is supported, but what I do remember is that it included one of the changelogs included basically a fix to the old realms mod. Of course, that's a long time ago, so I don't know if it still applies to the mod as of right now. So yeah.
Raise the ladder! Make a circle! For SIGMAR! Leave none standing! Leave none standing!
There. Once again, no hair. I mean, should I add it with a beard? To be honest. I mean, it would make sense if it was. They are some warrior priests that has facial hair, but even then, they are incredibly old. Let's make him. It's good enough. Hero cultists. There. Screw it. This is good enough. Alright, let's do this. This one looks much more better. I'll just need to make it larger. Yeah, Ashen Letter. And just Conrad is good enough. Hopefully, with autosave enabled. Hopefully, with autosave enabled, it should fix the crashing problem. I mean, it won't fix the crashing problem, but at least the progress will be saved just in case if it crashes. Even then, I deleted the other mod that could possibly be the cause of the crash. So, whoopie-doo, I guess. Anyways, should probably go and recruit some Imperials now. First, gotta check on my stats. There. There we go. Oh, almost forgot. Grain. Or at least rations. There. Now, where's that? Reduce the SIGMAR. Reduce the wages of SIGMAR troops. Check. Right. Now, where's that goblin party that I just took sight of? Don't want to mess with those guys. At least not yet. Better to hunt down some goblins. A troll. What's a troll cave? It's probably something dangerous, so should probably not try my luck back there. I gotta get inside. You gotta be kidding me. Why is these guys so fast? There. Now then. No quest. Shrine of SIGMAR. There we go. Alright, onwards. Hopefully there's some nearby bandits. Maybe I should try my luck nearby those orc territories. Those greenskin territories, though. Not them, though. I am too incredibly weak to go up against those guys. Bandit camp? Alright. See what we got here. As long as it's not an orcish camp, then I'll be fine. Hmm. Sure, it's taking a while to load. This is gonna take a while.
Oi, sorry, I
Finally.
don't think I know you.
Not enough troops. Man, they really outdone themselves with this one. But enough of all about that scenery gawking. Goblin Raiders. Nice. Just gotta avoid any nearby bandits and I should be good to go. These Goblin Raiders should be easy enough to deal with, so... No points. Ah, dang. Come on. Gonna have to get some food. This just isn't my day. What? Well, if all else fails, it always just go. that for you. Hmm. Wait, just gonna ask around. See if there's any tournaments nearby. So if all else fails, might as well join a tournament. Just gonna ask around. Dieter Schaffen. Verlangen. I'll remember that. Plague-ridden village. This I could actually deal with.
Right, so who might you...
Alright, let's go. Alright, here it is. Just gotta avoid those orcs. You got it. Look around. Time to take care of this cultist. No. Oh, SIGMAR! Alright. Now I got my money. Now I can actually find those goblins. Not those orcs, though. Not messing around with those guys. Go to the career. There we go. Should probably go and get some rations. There, that should be good enough. Not gonna buy a shield, at least not yet. But now, right now I need stability.
Right, so...
Which means I need money and gear. Lots of good gear. Right now I need some gear and some money. Lots and lots of money. And to do that, I gotta take care of some of these plague-ridden villages. Alright, goblin. Let's do this.
Listen up! Leave none standing! See you in hell!
Oh. Oh. I did not realize that I didn't activate RTS. Whatever. Doesn't matter at this point. I'll probably activate in the next live stream.
You power! Stop!
Alright, let's go. Should probably remove whatever's in front of me. Yeah. Remove that. Hmm. Alright. Got what I came for. Hmm. Alright, should have these guys ransomed. Alright. Sell these. Except this. What? Alright, I guess I'll try my luck onto a different town. There we go. Alright, let's see if they got anything good. Nothing. At least a shield. There we go. Good enough for me. Hmm. Right. There should be a shrine of SIGMAR around here somewhere. Oh, wait. Just realized I'm in Midland. That's the reason why I'm not able to find a shrine of SIGMAR. Should head into the different areas, different regions. There. I'll try my luck there at Ostland. Just gotta segue these orcs. Just gotta lose these orcs and I should be fine. There. Let's go to Ostland. Yeah, There is the Shrine of Sigmar. My game, my right now, I need stability. I can't exactly become a warrior priest if I don't have at least gear and money. Lots and lots of money. And to do that, I'm going to have to do some quests hunting down threats of the Empire, usually greenskins, beastmen, and even chaos cultists. And over time, once I've gathered enough renown, I'll try to basically become a vassal. Once I've earned enough renown. Usually a vassal to Karl Franz. Oh yeah. Thank you for asking though. And also welcome to the stream, man. What I'm looking for right now as a weapon, I think would be the Warrior Priest Hammer. That's the best one out of all of these maces. But if I were to pick a starting, it will be this one, Flagellant Flail. It has extreme knockback when it comes to targeting enemies, basically. So as of right now, I'm trying to, earn some money. There we go. A fanatic. Alright. Let's go to Wurzen. I could try my luck with these goblins, so I'll just recruit some more of these guys. Then there. Alright, just gonna avoid these guys. There we go. Actually, I should probably target this one. There. Hey, 4 views. I didn't expect the people to, watch this live stream, but I appreciate nonetheless. So, welcome to the stream, guys.
Hear me! For the Emperor!
Is the... Oh, it's not active.
Men upon the Emperor!
Yeah. The worst part of fighting against goblins, especially as many of them. I mean, usually a few goblins isn't as problematic, but when you're facing a lot of them, especially when you have, say, less men in your party, less units, you can basically get easily overwhelmed by them if you're not careful. Especially they're considering they're so short, so there's a chance that some of your weapons might not even be able to reach them. Or at least, hit them more properly. So it's best to basically overwhelm them with numbers. But to my experience with orcs, not yet. Haven't fought that much orcs, to be honest. Yeah. The first time I fought against greenskins in this mod is basically I got, well, overwhelmed. I got 21 units against... For SIGMAR! Like I said, pretty much just saw what happened. Those goblins can be quite annoying to deal with, especially when you're overwhelmed by them. But anyways, like I was saying, my experience when it comes to fighting against greenskins, especially orcs, the first time at least, I had basically 21 SIGMARites, 21 Empire State troops against basically orcs. 16 orcs basically. If I remember correctly, there were four our boys and at least, I didn't count much on how many, melee-based orcs there. I was too focused on not dying at the time. Which I failed. At the time, they had 16 while I had 21. I thought that, we could take them. We could take them out. We had the numbers, we had the advantage, we had the best gear. And not only that, I had basically the flail that basically caused knockback. It didn't do anything. I got absolutely destroyed. Even my party got destroyed, despite the fact that they're pretty much experienced now. Even with my prayers, it didn't do anything. I simply got overwhelmed by their superior, by their physical superiority. I was simply not strong enough. At the time, I only had basically a flail. A flagellant flail and basically a metal shield. So my first time fighting against those guys was pretty humbling. So yeah, I usually prefer to avoid orcs unless I'm strong than them. At least until I got stronger. But fighting against orcs, even if you overwhelm them, numbers won't really work on them considering they're literally stronger than humans. So it's better to mix, with superior numbers and superior quality. Quality in numbers and in gear. More or less. Let's see here. I also remembered my time playing, as the Empire. Back then, when I was playing Total War. First time playing as the Empire was basically extremely hard. It's like you're actually managing an empire. Which was basically the point. Not only that, the vampires are extremely annoying when it comes to dealing with them, more or less. Cave trolls? No, frack. I do not want the smoke, buddy. I know enough about cave trolls, and I know back then, I know enough that I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed by them if I try to fight them. What is with these trolls, man? And why are they so fast? It's ridiculous. Let's go with leadership. Let's see if there's points here. Wait, nice. Right, time to recruit again. Right. Gotta find some Empire State troops. Sheesh. There's named trolls, man. That's ridiculous. But then again, we're near Norscan territory, so... makes sense why there's trolls in this area. I'll recruit a few Empire State troops and then hunt down some Norscan raiders. Ooh, almost forgot. Raid. There we go. Send a prayer to SIGMAR. Looks like one of the dwarf holds have basically formed an alliance with one of the Bretonnian dukes. By my calculations, if we basically think about this, if we consider on how they release the factions here in the old realm, they're probably doing the chronological. Basically, they're releasing in the order as the same way as basically Total War Warhammer released for their factions, you know? Possibly. But then again, it's probably different. Like I said, it's just a theory. Like, similar to Total War Warhammer 1, where they release the Empire, the Dwarves, the Greenskins, the Vampires. You know? But then again, it may be different. I don't know. But in theory, it's similar to that. But if I think that Kislev is being added, probably not. Maybe or maybe not. So I wouldn't mind if they add Kislev into the game. Not to say I don't like Kislev. I do. Especially like playing as Rasputin. Basically, that Rasputin. Wait, no. Rasputin. Kostaltin. Yeah, that was his name. Kostaltin, basically. It's basically based on Rasputin, basically. If I remember correctly. Like playing that guy, to be honest. When it comes to playing as Kislev in Total War Warhammer, it's basically Kostaltin, basically. But anyways, I should probably focus on taking down these goblins. And getting a lot of, right?
Listen up, Osterreach has doubled the pay! Listen, all the Emperor!
Alright, let's go. Right. Sheesh. Freaking ankle biters, man.
Take that!
I actually have to aim downwards to actually, hit them. Greenskins. I better avoid any orc raiding parties there. I'm guessing I'm getting close to Marienburg. Alright, let's see if they got anything good. Travel speed, most definitely. I heard that, orcs can basically use trolls as basically, as units. But I more or less saw them on YouTube. Never actually, recruited any trolls. Nor even play as an orc, to be honest. So I'll probably play as the orcs in time. Maybe in the next live stream. There we go. Let's see if they got anything good. Man, it's so expensive. Should probably get some. Cost, man, is ridiculous. This is definitely orc territory now, so I should probably skedaddle out of here. Hey, it's Volkmar the Grim. Though I would not recommend playing as him, though. His campaign. This campaign is much more harder than... It's definitely much more harder to play than, than Karl Franz. At least with Karl Franz, you have to manage an empire. Him, you're just basically going to the enemy territory where his eagle is located. That eagle emblem thingy. Never played, the Grim that much. Too freaking frustrating. Ooh. Sheesh.
Back off, stranger.
Finally. All right.
Listen up! Marching order! Move now! Marching! Move out! Marching on! Follow your sergeants! SIGMAR's there! Take them down!
Equipping healing hand just in case. That way, if my units and their units come to blows, at least by the time I place healing hand, at least my units would suffer less damage.
SIGMAR!
Though I'm guessing they still haven't fixed that combat AI problem. Where the AIs usually has the tendency to basically position themselves on defensive positions.
Listen up!
Oh. Should probably go and get some rations. So, from what I heard on, their Q&A, basically, I heard that they're basically adding, well, goblins in the next update. They're trying to at least add goblins as a playable, character. So that would be fun. Playing as goblins. Well, it's a good thing I haven't swore any fealty to Karl Franz, or else I'll be absolutely destroyed by these orcs. Alright. Looks like we're here now. The Reichland. Just gotta sell these. And we should be good to go. Hopefully their grain is much more cheaper here. Let's set it to 29. Let's see if we got. Alright. Plague ridden village. That I can do.
Right. So, who might you be then?
To be honest, I don't really see the point of, witch hunter as a possible career. I mean, don't get me wrong. Makes sense, right? But, I mean, when it comes to Bannerlord, is it even possible? Is it even lore accurate for a witch hunter Templar to command a party? Because I'm pretty sure that the witch hunter's deal is just basically to take out, anything that is considered, heretical. The Empire. Anything that is basically reeks of heresy. While the warrior priest commanding up basically a party, I would understand. It makes sense, to be honest. It makes sense for a warrior priest to command a party, or at least a militia. Maybe more than that, to say the least. Because, usually basically the warrior priest is like the opposite of the witch hunter. Witch hunter's basically job is basically, taking care of things domestic. While, usually by taking care of any, heresies. Usually beastmen children, usually children that are cursed to be beastmen, which is usually, who are usually aligned with the forces of chaos. So they should really add more quests to the to this mod, to be honest. Makes so that the game, makes the game much more immersive. So if I were want to make this game much more immersive, I would just go and use chat AI. But it'll probably crash the mod. Probably. Alright, time to take care of this cultist. The looks of it, it's Nurgle. A Nurglet, basically. Now, or SIGMAR. Alright, well, that's taken care of. I should have some money. Alright. Time to get some new gear because I would definitely need it. Perhaps the flagellant flail. That one's pretty good. Has basically good knockback. Not flagellant mace. There's a flagellant mace, but no flagellant flail. So. Nothing. No warrior priest gear yet. Is that a prosthetic leg? That looks ridiculous. That's freaking awesome. Alright. Let's do this quest again.
Right, so...
Also, guys, if you're at least, watching this, don't be afraid to, chat, type there in the chat room or something. Maybe usually about, Warhammer Fantasy or about this live stream. I wouldn't mind, to be honest. It'd be nice to have, someone to have a conversation with besides just talking to myself in to myself. If you don't mind, guys, if you don't mind. No, I will not be accepting your so-called gifts. Take this mace to the face. Alright, takes care of that. Getting a lot of money now. Should probably pray, go to the shrine of SIGMAR to ask a blessing. There we go. Alright, let's go to Altdorf. Hmm. Still have a long way to go. Yeah, but is there a chance that it will not, crash the game? If you don't mind me asking. Man, they're so expensive. Alright, warrior priest. If I buy this, there's a chance I might lose all of my money, But this has much more damage than this one. Yes. Yeah, this one has much more damage, so I'm choosing this one. Maybe if I come across something like this but has much more damage than this one, so I'll definitely choose it. Dang, should I though? I guess I'll just take the shield then. There we go. And take this Lake Ridden Bit. Yep.
Right, so...
Maybe once I have enough money. Once my budget is good enough to the point that buying a warrior priest hammer won't, literally destroy my budget, then I'll probably buy it. But for now, I'll just settle for this one. I guess I'm gonna have to go to Middenland. Should I risk it though? Nah. Maybe not. Oh, thanks, man. It's pretty okay. Pretty fine. I've been drawing basically on my, usually whenever I have time. Been practice drawing for at least a month. If I remember, it's been 51 days now since I basically practiced drawing. It's getting pretty good. I might post the drawing that, I might post my drawing, on my post in time. I can't promise that I'll, post it instantly. All I can promise is that I'll post the drawing in time. Once I think it's truly finished. But let's get, Let's focus on what's important here. Alright. Right. Time to take care of this cultist. I'm going to smash your face in with this flail. Boom. Knock him out. I absolutely destroyed him, man. This flail is crazy good, man. Crazy good. Has extreme knockback. Like, crazy good. Right. There we go. Alright. Nice. Some money. Still no points. Should probably hunt down a bandit base.
Well, good day to
Yeah.
ya. So,
Bruv. I have 22 units. How is that not enough, man? That is ridiculous. Guess I'm going to have to level up. Or just find the hideout. That could do it. That would do it, I guess. Nah. Alright. Waiting the day to assault. Alright, assault hideout. Alright, here we are. Alright. Charge. Fight for SIGMAR. He got absolutely destroyed.
I'll eat your liver!
Man, I just love this weapon. Alright. Here comes this guy.
You've cut quite a swath through my men there, damn you. How about we settle this one-on-one?
Sure. Oh, SIGMAR! All right. Keeping this one for myself. Oh, it's being sieged. It's being sieged by the orcs. Not gonna mess with those guys. Alright. Definitely gonna take the damage. Here we go. Nice extra career point. Just gotta keep hunting down some... That's a lot of beastmen. Goblins. Nice. I just gotta sell some of this stuff. Let's see if they got anything good. Nothing cheap. Yeah, definitely this one's much more better. Now I just gotta buy a warrior priest hammer and it'll be complete. Alright, time to find that goblin raiding party. Should be around here somewhere. There you are. Prestige. Same as Total War Warhammer. Prestige is basically just gaining from, fighting. Ah, you gotta be freaking kidding me. It freaking crashed. Alright. It's a good thing that I basically get on autosave, basically. Good thing I've autosave it, so it should be fine. Sorry about that, guys. You know how it is with, mods. Alright, let's try this again. The problem says it's butterlib, so I should probably exterminate that. So probably should, make that inactive. Alright. So I'm guessing the old realms doesn't need harmony. I'm guessing. I mean, it doesn't really says anything here. But I'll just activate harmony for RTS camera. There. Double 5, day 51. It's a good thing I activate, autosave. Would really, really suck if I did actually, save that progress. So yeah, I'm actually surprised as well that it didn't crash this early. The problem, it seems to tell me that the problem was butterlib, basically. So, yeah. And I'm sorry guys if, if you guys had to see this. Guessing there's still some problems with the mod. This time I remove any potential mods that could potentially be the problem, included butterlib. So I just basically removed that. It's such a shame that this mod is basically compatible with most of the mods. Oh, with so it might be different for harmony. And I lost it. Freaking heck, man. No more warrior priest shield. Dang it, man. Oh well, at least it's safe. At least it didn't lose any. Oh wait, never mind. Alright. Got what I needed. Looks pretty good, though. But I don't know. I'm having some sort of conflict whether if I should buy the warrior priest hammer, but I will lose the chance of getting this. You know what? I'll just get the flail, just like always. I'll by the time I get back, the warrior priest hammer is probably still there. But for now, I think I should focus on getting a lot of money. Alright. Just in case. There. It's safe. No way it's going to crash. No way it's going to lose all of that progress for no reason this time. At least, just in case if it crashes, at least my progress will be saved. Ranged. Alright, should upgrade. Alright. Let's do this. I pretty much got this.
Hear me! For SIGMAR!
Should probably use armor of righteousness for this one. These guys are much more tougher, considering they're basically deserters. During my time playing as Carl Franz in Total War Warhammer, these guys were a pain in the butt, man. Pain in my butt, man. Absolute pain. Especially they have the tendency to position themselves near to that dwarven hold. That dwarven hold. Haha, miss. So I think it would make sense if they add the, you know, the Asur decks. In, you know, the next faction. If not, either the Asur or something else. Probably the Norskins. Actually, probably the Norskins, considering the Norskins were in the first game, the first part of Total War Warhammer. So probably the Norskins. It's either the Norskins or the yeah, it's probably the Norskins. Bannerlords, you know, as a replayable character, playable faction. That's what I meant. Not gonna lie, I expect it to be much more harder than this. Oh no, here comes one chunky boy. Here comes the chunky of them all, basically. He has a shield though. Get knocked. Get knocked the frick out, dude. There we go. Not gonna use that though. Oh, time for me to skedaddle out of here. Oh dear. That's so many of them. A Griffin initiate. I wonder if it's possible for them to add, you know, flying units. Back then, they said it's possible that they could not, you know, be able to do it. But looking at, you know, Realm of Thrones, especially how far they have progress, you know, on how far their progress is when it comes to, you know, flying units, especially their dragon. So there's possibly a chance that they could add, you know, flying units, or probably not. I don't know. Time will tell. But looking at the dragons in Realm of Thrones, where it's basically able to fly and, you know, ascend and descend. So here's hoping, you know. Here's hoping. Just hoping. I hope it's possible. But then again, it's probably gonna take it's probably gonna take a lot of time to basically do exactly just that. It's probably gonna take a lot of time and effort. No two-handed warrior priest hammer. Guess I gotta grind. Man, this looks pretty good. That just means I gotta have to grind more. Alright, let's head to... perhaps Middenland. Try my luck there. Yeah. But it'd be pretty sick. It would be pretty sick if they add, you know, flying units into the game. Makes the game much more immersive. But yeah, it's probably gonna take a few years, maybe even more than that. This time, I'm probably gonna go with +2 swing speed. No. Go with trade. Points. See. So anyways, like I was saying, is it possible for a witch hunter, any witch hunter, to at least command, you know, basically a party such as this? Like, to be honest, it's just I just don't see it, to be honest. I mean, it's possible that they could at least recruit a few Empire State troops, but an army? I find it unbelievable. But then again, I haven't read that much of, you know, of the lore yet, so I'll probably read it after this.
Right, so who might you be then?
Alright, consider it done. So freaking cool. Hey! Why does the armor look similar to that armor from the other Warhammer Fantasy mod? I think it's called the Age of Woe, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty cool, dude. Wizard. So it's basically depend on rank. It's basically depends on the witch hunter's rank. On, you know, how many units, soldiers, Empire State troops they can command based on a witch hunter's rank, I'm guessing. Yeah, I gotta agree. The drip is immaculate. Ooh, Goblin Raiders. Don't mind if I do. First, I gotta distance myself from those Empire Deserters. I mean, the Empire Deserters are not that problematic if you don't include their range units, especially their, you know, handgunners. Now, those guys are a freaking pain to deal with, especially when there's so many of them firing at you, you know. So once I basically grown my party, I'll probably include some gunpowder units, handgunners into my retinue.
Hear me! Take them down!
With RTS camera, I'll be able to at least avoid the constant waste of time, which is basically walking. So much walking. But yeah. Probably. Maybe. So it depends if the wizard is actually good. Cool, cool. Alright. Nice. They don't really have anything good, these goblins. Now the orcs, they probably have some good loot on them. I mean, they're orcs. Anything there is on their person definitely has good loot. So it'd be quite interesting to play as them, to be honest. Maybe in the next live stream. There we go. Alright, how much farther am I? Not that much. I should probably find a hideout. Should probably find an enemy hideout and then, destroy it. Anyways, like I have seen on, YouTube, every faction has their own special, special currency or, feature. For the Empire, it's prestige. For the Bretonians, it's, obviously, chivalry. But to be honest, who even plays Bretonians, to be honest? Unless you want to be basically a Grail Knight, it's not really that much interesting to play as a Grail Knight. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like playing as Grail Knight when it comes to, Vermintide too, but I don't know if it's that much interesting. Ooh. Here comes the Elector Count. Or at least Margrave Reinhardt. Here comes one of the Empire Lords. I should probably search around here. I mean, I have lots and lots of money now. And it's only a few of them. So, should I really risk that though?
Right, so who might you be then?
Oh, wait. Wait, I didn't complete the other one? Did I forget to complete the quest? Something. Oh. I'm supposed to travel to Diesdorf. I've forgotten about that. Silly me. An orc raider. I might come for that later. Once I get strong enough, at the very least. Alright. Should probably go and get some horses. Let's see here. No extra career points. Alright. Let's go to the Shrine of Sigmar to basically gain some prestige. Yeah. Like I said, when it comes to Bretonia, you basically need to be literally honorable. To the point that it becomes more or less a nuisance. Where chivalry just becomes a nuisance. Ah, come on. You serious? Can't even do the freaking quest without some random trying to raid a freaking village. I could always do some tournaments though. That could work. Never mind. Guessing that one's destroyed now. Hopefully I can still do the quest. Ah. Well, that sucks. In the meantime, I'm going to hunt down these goblins. Looking at it, it's probably a green skin or probably one of the, one of the imperial neighbors. There's a chance that it could possibly be in a civil war right now. Empire, I mean.
Men of the M, take them down!
Once I gain enough renown, I'll probably swear an oath of fealty to Karl Franz, basically the Prince of, Prince of Altdorf and the ruler of the Reichland. Die. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely big. All I know it's, definitely bigger. Like, check this out, man. Like, seriously. Look how huge this is. Golly, the Bretonians are making their way to the Wood Elves now. Sheesh. There's a chance that Bretonia might become united in time. And once they do, they're probably gonna be a big problem. Probably. Nope. Still destroyed. Alright, gotta hire someone. Probably. But then again, we're not accounting the Dawi. Like, seriously, the Dawi, man. Like here. But then again, I just basically saw a notification of one of the dwarven strongholds. I think Karak Asgaras, I think. Allying with the Dukedom of Paravon. There's a possibility that the Bretonians could possibly become allies with the dwarves and basically unite against the wooden elves. Possibly. Considering that the Dukedom of Quinel? Is that how you pronounce it? I do not know how to pronounce French. And I do not know how to pronounce French words. Maybe Paravon. But French words in a different story. Karabog is basically being sieged right now. Probably the orcs again. They always try to siege Karaburg, but only to fail miserably. Never mind. It's freaking the Reichland. It's Reichland. Basically Reichland. Yep. I was definitely right. The Empire is definitely in a civil war right now. The Reichlanders are probably at war with the Midlanders. So, I was definitely right at the time. Definitely right. But then again, it makes sense, though, considering the ruler of Middenland, the Elector Count of Middenland, is basically, contesting the position of Emperor of, of the Empire of Sigmar.
SIGMAR's there! Follow the Emperor!
Yep. So, yeah. If I remember correctly, the Elector Count of Middenland was basically considered to be a rival to Karl Franz when it comes to the position of Emperor. So, yeah. It's probably the reason why they're at war right now. Definitely going, take the side of, Reichland and not Midland. Considering, Reichland is basically consists of, SIGMAR worshippers. So I have to, so I definitely have to support Karl Franz. Once I've, gained enough renown. Yeah, probably. Though I'm much more worried about the vampires though. Though I'm not really worried about the Civil War. Karl Franz is definitely going to kick, Todd Brinner's butt. Most definitely. What I'm worried about is the vampires. Most certainly. Especially considering when it comes to the faction, the vampires have the ability to basically raise...
You've cut quite a swath through my men there, damn you. How about we settle this one-on-one?
Use undead as their basically cannon fodder. I'm much more worried about the vampires than the, potential civil wars in the Empire. Know your place, cultist scum. Maybe. But it still doesn't change for the fact that the vampires are much more, much more annoying to put up against, to put up with. Like, can you imagine fighting against the vampires, man, as the Empire? They're freaking annoying. Especially in Total War. They're like basically little cockroaches. Not enough to basically, be... Oh, looks like they took Kattleberg now. It's only in the meantime until Karl Franz takes, well, the rest of Middenland. Be honest. Alright, time to sell these. That's a lot of money. And that should be enough for me to buy a warrior. Whoa. Whoa. This looks pretty cool. Too bad it's too expensive. I should probably buy more grain. Here comes the Middenland. Here comes the Reichlanders defending Anseldorf. Wait, never mind. We're going to Delbers to siege. Yeah. In my experience, when it comes to fighting vampire counts, they are pretty annoying, man. Especially in Total War Warhammer. They're like little cockroaches. They're not, they're not exactly hard to deal with, but they're pretty annoying. annoying as heck, man. And when you expect that you have defeated them, boom, they're still alive. They're still fighting. And they're still being a freaking nuisance. Well, it looks like that Aberheim is being sieged right now. Makes sense. Though I don't see the blood dragons though. Guessing they got wiped out. Probably. Usually there's basically a few of the blood dragons usually. But where are the blood dragons though? Sylvania. Sheesh, everybody is at war with them. Well, almost everybody. Sheesh. Wait. The Order of the Blood Dragon. So, where's their fief anyway? Ah, there. There they are. The blood dragons. Yeah, it's a dukedom. They're pretty much surrounded by dwarves, imperials, and orcs, and wood elves, and the Bretonians. All right. Let's see if alright. Let's go find Biesdorf. Oh. Never mind. Guess I gotta take care of that Orc Raider hideout now. That Orc hideout. Alright, let's see here. Let's invest in roguery. And put some points on here. So now gain Righteous Fury. Which is the point of being a warrior priest, you know. It wouldn't make sense if I don't have access to Righteous Fury. Alright, so let's upgrade these guys. There we go. Empire Veteran Swordsman is what we're at. It's what we're at, man. Alright, I think I could try my luck taking down an orc raiding party. At least in this size, at least. I mean, most of my units are basically, you know, pretty much good. So, but just in case, I'll add a great sword. I'll train a great sword. All right, let's see what these orc raiders can do. Come here, you little green skin. All right, the power levels is pretty much, you know, good. All right, time to take care of some of these green skins. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now, man? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Are you serious? Are you actually this serious right now, game? I guess the RTS is the problem as well, I'm guessing. But at least it's basically set on autosave, so there's that. But looks like I'm going to have to disable RTS camera as well. And harmony. There. Hopefully this time it works. Maybe it's much more better that I don't use any mods besides the old realms. Just so that it could avoid all of this crashing. Yeah, I should definitely do so. There. The RTS is no longer active alongside with Harmony, which could potentially be the reason why it's crashing. Also, thank you, man, for, watching my stream. Even though you didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate that. All I have to do is just basically wait. Alright, this might take a while. Oh, there. There we go. It's showing shading, so should probably go and wait. Wait. Yep. Alright. Here we are. For a bit it's loading, so there we go. Alright, let's see if I lost anything. Alright. Seems pretty good. haven't lost a single thing. Yes, Dwarf. Alright. Still have time. Still smoking. Guess I'll head to that orc camp. Alright, guess I'm gonna go to that orc hideout. Find some orcs. Fight. First gotta take care of these goblins. Alright. Time to send these
Hear
goblins
me! Take
packing.
them down! Ah! Ha! 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 Ha!
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're basically constantly happy while also looking, you know, but ugly. Like, literally. The worst part of being a Nurgle follower, especially, that, sure, you're immortal, but even then, it doesn't exactly, you know, heal you. It's not exactly like an immortal as you actually think. At best, you only stop from dying, basically. You just basically gain the ability to not die. Of course, that just because you gain the ability to, well, not die, doesn't mean your body would not rot and decay. Which... And not only that, if some Nurgle's followers basically somehow lost connection to it, even a bit of a moment, they would basically realize of what they have become and basically scream in despair over it until they regain their connection to him and become basically happy again. There's nothing, you know, there's no benefit when it comes to basically following one of the chaos gods. There's no benefit to gain from it. No benefits at all. Even if there was a benefit, the cons weigh more than the pros, to be honest. The cons weigh more than the pros, to be honest. Sure, you get power, but at the end of the day, you get basically you become basically enslaved. And not only that, you're basically, influenced by the chaos gods. Basically in some sort of brainwashing. Or something. Where you are basically unable to, free from themselves. From yourself. From them. To say the least. Now, where's that? Alright, just in case, save it. I mean, I'm a Filipino, dude, so I don't really know about that, that politics. I'm a Filipino, not an American, so I don't know much about that. Alright. Alright, here it is. Time to face the music. But first, save. As I know for sure, there's a possibility, that I might crash. So, just to be safe, just to be sure it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. It didn't crash. Let's go. Alright, time to take care of these greenskins. Follow me. Alright, let's do this. Let's try to, keep this, keep away from the politics. It's all about, good vibes here, man. Alright, here comes the greenskins.
Come on then.
Sheesh! These guys are freaking tough. These guys are huge. Yeah, it's fine, dude. It's fine. It's fine. Don't have really problems with people talking about politics, but sometimes there's gonna be a chance that there's gonna be a certain person that may take things, may get carried away when it comes to politics. So I do not mind if you talk about politics. Just keep it minimal, Man, they look weird using those bows and arrows. Yeah, definitely funny. I just don't see orcs using a bow and arrow as, you know, as a weapon, especially as huge as them. I think that, you know, archers, you know, if any of the greenskins are going to be use a bow and arrow, it'd be the goblins. It makes sense. They're short. They're short. They're pretty fast when it comes to moving. Especially when they're moving, they're pretty fast. So yeah, I think goblins are much more suited, you know, to being archers than orcs, to be honest. These orcs aren't so tough. To be honest, I thought that these orcs are a little bit tougher, you know. Maybe because I got, you know, strong units. Probably. Oh, look at that guy. And he's down. He got literally destroyed. Yeah, most definitely. For SIGMAR. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be bullied by, you know, by the other orcs. That's a big one. That's one huge orc. Can we even take them on? Dude. Should I go 1v1? He's so huge. He's huge, man. Gonna have to use numbers at this point. We got this. Oh, dude. We almost had it. We almost had it. Dang. We almost had it. Dang. Absolutely destroyed by these guys. I need a better weapon. Alright, just 4 days left. Should probably make my way to... First, gotta get me some... There we go. Once I have enough money, I'll probably get myself a companion. Yeah, that big one is a problem. A literal problem, man. Logically speaking, I think I should have took him out one-on-one instead of taking them all on. To be honest, biggest mistake I ever made. All right, a desert hideout. Let's do this. All right. charge straight at them. Alright. Alright, here we go. Get the. He got knocked out, man. He got absolutely destroyed. He got absolutely destroyed back there. Let's keep moving. There's only a few of them now. Let's keep moving. Here they are. That dude's running away. Oh, SIGMAR! Yep. This flail is freaking ridiculous, man. He has a extreme knockback. Alright. Ooh, that was so close. Come on. Finally! I had to freaking lock in back there. Sheesh. I thought for sure I was going to lose back there. Good thing I did. It's a good thing I didn't. Nice. Even got a banner. Alright, getting close to tier 1. That was freaking close, dude. Too close. Alright, let's ransom these prisoners back at Ubersreich. I only have at least 3 days until I take care of that plague-ridden village at Diesdorf. Right, just gotta ransom them. Jeronimus the Witch Hunter. 10K? That is ridiculous. Sheesh. Man. Ridiculous. 10K? Gonna have to grind. Gonna have to grind a lot of money. Alright, let's see here. Remove the movement speed penalty of wielding shields. Yep. There we go. Check the career. There. Wounded troops heal faster. Warrior priest and arch lector. Alright, onwards to Diesdorf. Hopefully the Diesdorf is, back to normal. I.e. Nah, not yet. Once I'm strong enough, at very least. Still nothing. That sucks. Guess there's no saving that village though. It's on its last day now. Alright, time to pray to SIGMAR. Huh. It's being raided right about now. They're being raided by the Ionir? Sheesh. The Middenland Middenland is being invaded by both the forces of Reichland and the Ionir. The forces of the Ionir. This is the Ionir, basically. Basically elves. So I do not know which elves they originate to, either the Wood Elves or the Asur. Either the Wood Elves or the High Elves. Alright. Carl France. Hey, there's Carl France. It's the Supreme Patriarch. Hey, it's the Supreme Patriarch. Wonder how he looks like in here. Wonder how he looks like in here, I wonder. Should probably get some horses. Alright. That's what he looks like?
Hey, so who are you then?
Whoa. Sheesh, though. It looks pretty cool. Even got his own staff. Man, they really outdone themselves with this one. Freaking cool, dude. Alright, time to basically hunt down some Nurgle
Right,
worshippers.
so...
I don't know really much about Balthazar Guild. Haven't played that much as him, to be honest. But I might. Just might. In time. Alright. Time to take care. Right. Let's do this. No. That was easy. All right. Nice. It's taken care of. But just in case, save. Alright. How much farther now? Not that much. Alright. We've done most of the jobs here in Reichland. Let's go and head where... Let's see. What about Averheim? What about Averland? Haven't took care of that one. I'll probably come back for the Orc Raider hideout. And for now, looking forward. Ooh. Oh. I wonder. No, I probably can't take them on. I probably can't. I probably cannot. Probably. I'm probably too weak. Maybe until I'm financially stable. Right. If there's a lot of chaos cultists here, then surely there's a chaos cultist hideout around here somewhere, right? Alright, man. See you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate for the sub, dude. See you in the next live stream. Statue of...
We're not looking for a...
Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the support.
Listen up! Move out! Warriors, move!
Alright, here we go.
Listen up! Leave none standing!
Alright, time to send these chaos worshippers back to their so-called gods. Or SIGMAR!
Listen! Move out! For SIGMAR! Listen up! Pastorich has doubled the pay! For SIGMAR! Attack!
Should probably get a new weapon besides, maybe a two-handed warrior priest hammer or something. Here we go. Oh, SIGMAR. Warpstone dust. Nice. He should get me a lot of money. Alright, getting closer now. Let's go to Bertbad. Alright, let's recruit some Imperials. Some Empire State troops. Alright, sell these. Nice. 11k. Let's go. Alright. Let's see if they got anything good in store. They got warrior priest of Ulrich. Of Ulrichs. But no warrior priest of SIGMAR. So sad. This looks pretty good. Dang. This looks pretty good. Two-handed warrior. Hammer. Yeah, I'll take it. I could always find some more work around here. And would you look at that? And would you look at that? Alright, time to test out this. Alright, time to test this hammer out. See if it's actually good. Yeah, now I'm actually looking like an actual warrior priest. At least when it comes to the weapons. Alright. Charge. Or SIGMAR. Even has knockback. It seems to be much more better when it comes to knockback. Boom. It's so good. Come on, then. Come, the spoilers. I shall end thee. Fight for SIGMAR. Kill for SIGMAR. Die for SIGMAR. Let's see. Wait, I accidentally pressed C. I didn't thought that I could I can press C while also, you know, this. Alright, let's see here. Career points. Righteous Fury. Nice. Alright, here we go. Nice. Now I fully unlock my Righteous Fury. I'll definitely use this on a 1v1 though.
See you in hell! Tear your limbs! Oh, SIGMAR!
You've cut quite a swath through my men there, damn you. How about we settle this one-on-one?
Very well. Boss. Or SIGMAR. Nice. Alright, time to save these. Time to save it. Onward. We got cultist hideout. So many cultist hideout. Not that I have a problem though. Actually, there we go. Aw, man. Well, that's about it for today. Hope you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all guys in the next live stream. Bye.